All right, boys. Now we're going to talk about math and English. So, like I've said before, math is just another language. And the reason people have trouble with it a lot of times is because they don't understand that. And so they come across math problems and it's confusing. Um, but for right now, we're going to work with some word problems and see how they can turn into math problems. So already y'all know how to do a little bit of turning English into math. And right here we have some examples. So for this first one, 2 plus 3, that one's pretty easy. We know that it's 2 plus 3 because we know that the plus right here is the same as the plus sign. Plus, plus. We also have 3 times 4. That's another one. Self-explanatory. We know that times means multiply. 6 minus 2. We know that minus is our minus sign, obviously. And then we got 12 divided by 3. Great. So already we know how to do the 4 basic operations. So let's see what other words and phrases we might run into. So here are some other common words you'll see. For addition, you'll see like increase, gain, more than, sum. Subtraction, we'll see the opposite, decrease, diminish, less than. Multiplication, sometimes you'll just see double a number, and that just means multiply by 2. Sometimes you'll see triple a number, that would mean multiply by 3. Of, we know that of means multiply. If we see something like 1/2 of 12, we know that it's 12, or 1/2 times 12, which gives us 6. Division, divide. If we have half of something, we're dividing by 2. If we have 1/3 of something, we're dividing by 3, etc. And then the equal sign will be equals or is right there, and a few others. So you can get familiar with that table. So let's go through some more examples. So let's take the example, a number increased by 5. So now that we're in algebra, whenever we hear a number, when it's not specific, we can just use our variable. So we can pick a letter. Usually I'll just pick X. So a number increased by 5. A number increased, what operation is that? That's going to be addition by how much? 5. There we go. A number increased by 5. How about another? 7 decreased by a number. 7 decreased, that's subtraction, by a number. So we just pick our variable. 7 decreased by a number. Twice a number. Twice a number, that's multiply, so twice a number. And we also would have 6 divided by a number. 6 divided by a number. So those are just a few simple phrases we can go through. Now there is one more distinction that I want to go with you, and that's when we see more than or less than. More than or less than work a little bit differently. So let's see what we got. 3 more than a number. So what we might be tempted to do is to do 3, and we hear more than, so we think plus more than a number. Now this is technically true, but let's see what happens when we get to a subtraction problem. 9 less than a number. 9 less than means subtract, right? Than a number. So let's think about why this might be wrong. So let's think about something we already know the answer to. Let's say 5 less than 9, for example. So what's 5 less than 9? 4, right? So we do 9 minus 5 equals 4. But that's not how we said it, right? Because we said, if we would have wrote it the way we said it and thought about it before, we would have said 5 less than 9, which isn't 4. That's going to equal -4 right there. So we need when we see more than or less than, they're actually going to work the opposite of what we think. So 3 more than a number, we're going to start with our number and then add 3 on top of that, because our 3 is what's doing the action, 3 more than. So it's doing the action on our number. And the same thing with 9 less than a number. Our 9 is doing the action on our number that's already there. So 9 less than the number we have. So that's something we need to be clear of and thinking about whenever we see more than, less than. All right, let's do a few longer phrases. 3 more than a number is 18. So 3 more than, we hit that more than again. So that's actually going to come second. So 3 more than a number is 18. Is going to be equals, and then 18 is 18. 3 more than a number is 18. Let's try another. Twice a number decreased by the number equals 4. So twice a number decreased by that same number, so subtracting that same number, equals 4. Okay. 8 less than triple a number gives 28. So 8 less than, we hit that less than again, so we're going to actually write that this way. 8 less than triple a number gives us 28. Gives us equals 28. Ooh. And then lastly, 40 increased by 2/3 of a number is 50. 40 increased by 2/3 of a number. Of means multiply, so 2/3 of a number, when we stick them together, it means multiply, is 50. So those are enough words and phrases to get us started. It's good to take things slow and think about what's actually happening in the problem. And the trickiest things are when you see that more than or less than, you need to take an extra step to think. But other than that, you can usually write it out exactly how you're saying it, and that should be the way it is.